Well, hello everybody, welcome back. Just like to give everyone an update on the progress of my plants. Mostly my avocado plants, but since everything is lined up here on the one side, I think I'll do a summary of everything. So the last time I made a video, it was October 2022. Today is July 6th, 2024. So it was about a year and a half, and in that time I had remodeled my house. So I had moved these plants away from their shaded home into some brighter areas for a short time while we were doing the renovations. And right now everything is to the right side of the house, looking out. While before we had a row of my orchids on this side and avocado plants on this side. So now everything is here at the entry of my house. So let's go take a look at the avocado plants first. And they don't look like they're in good shape. So if you see here, it looks like a lot of the leaves had fallen off. And for this particular one here, it's completely fallen out. And for a while they look like this. Where they're drying out and they had turned brown, and a lot of the branches like this had already fallen off, and not sure what caused it to do that. Thinking that maybe it's the drastic change in the conditions where I had them out in the sun. These don't like direct sun, I have seen, because a couple of times I had put a couple of these pots into the direct sun, and over here I guess the sun is pretty strong and it burned the leaves pretty badly. So I put it here where it gets shade almost the entire day, except for up front over here where the sun comes over and shines on that late in the day. But anyway, what I've noticed with the avocado plant here is that leaves aren't growing anymore. And since they've all fallen off, I'm not sure if they're ever going to be growing on the top again. But on a couple of these, like this one here, the leaves are already, new leaves are starting to grow from the base or from the soil or even from the bottom of the stem here. So this is a good sign for this plant and for that one as well. But I think what I will do for these, since all of the leaves from the top have fallen off or is in the process of falling off, I will prune it a little. So I've heard that the way to do that is to look for a node to prune it like right below right above the node. So this is pretty tall. I would say it's about 3 feet. So maybe I'll prune it from over here or down here somewhere. And same with this. These leaves are still, they're droopy. Look like they're about on their last legs. This one here, they're going to turn like this eventually, I think. And same with this, these are all dried out. They're about to fall off, and same with that. So for this one, maybe I'll just trim it all the way down to here. I'll prune it down to here and see whether any new growth will happen, because I don't think we'll get anything else growing from here. So these are the avocado plants. I'll try to rescue them. Maybe what will be needed is repotting as well, because I haven't been fertilizing these. I thought what had worked in the first 5-6 years would continue working, but maybe I need to add some more fertilizer as well. And a little bit of history. All these plants have been grown from seeds. This was, I believe, 6 years ago. So in 6 years, it's grown to be this tall. So, and in that time, I haven't pruned it at all. So now probably is time to do that. Okay, let's move over to the Rohdea Japonica, which is this plant here. I had gotten this from my brother when it was very small. So I don't have the pictures. If you look at my older videos, you will see some of the photos I had taken of this when I inherited it. I repotted it into this larger pot. I don't think it'll grow too much more from here. So I'm considering separating this and putting part of this into a newer pot, because from what I understand, they only grow this much in a single pot. So moving along, let's check out the aloe plants. So I had repotted, I think 2 of these, and divided them up to make 4 plants. So here are the smaller ones, and they're all pretty healthy. This one, actually all of these have been placed in the in direct sun, and that's probably why this is red. But I've moved it here to the shaded spot a couple of weeks ago. So I think moving forward, they'll be green again. So then I also have my orchids, Cymbidiums. This big one here have flowered this past winter, and it just fallen off. So I see a nice shoot starting to grow off of here. And then these other 2 back here, they were previously one plant, and it got divided up. And so there's a couple of bulbs here and a couple of bulbs there. And then over here I have jade plants that I had propagated from my large jade bush in the back. These have been placed in direct sun, and I just recently moved it here. The leaves are a little bit in need of water, so I think I'm going to water them a little bit more because it feels, it's not firm. And since these have been in the sun, they are reddish as well. So thinking that in a couple of weeks, being in the shade, they will be all green again. And the same with these jade plants. I had taken these cuttings from the bush in the back, and these are in various forms of health. This one here, these 2 here in the front, they're pretty firm. These leaves are pretty firm, meaning that there's a lot of water content, and they're pretty healthy. But these 2 here looks like they also are in need of more water because these leaves here are pretty spongy, if you look at it. So just watered them earlier today. I'll probably need to keep an eye on them to see that they are well hydrated. And same with these. These are all also not very firm. Well, this one is, but these 2 here, I'll have to water some more. So anyway, this is an update of my plants on the front entrance of my house. Mainly my avocado trees, plants that I would like to try and recover. And I'll probably do another update on this, on the progress of my resuscitation of these avocado plants in the next few months or so. So until next time, we'll talk to you all again later.